Camera is running.
Yes. Well, we are now to just to talk a moment because they are recording for staying both, and then we start the
You'll ask in Spanish or in
the
English?
interview. No, I will make the answers the questions in English, and you answer in English. No problem. My English is not very good, but it will be enough because the important are your answers and not my questions.
Very good.
So we start. Mr. Panic, why did you accept to be Federal Prime Minister of Yugoslavia? I suppose there are always not more than one reason, but there was one special reason.
Yes, I think there was one really special reason. The special reason is I am born in Yugoslavia, but I am an American. In America, living 37 or 40 years, I have learned the very, very great value of a moral concept. Once you learn those, they become supreme values. The people in Yugoslavia are dying. And when I was asked by Mr. Ćosić to come, I felt that I could help the people by stopping the war and hopefully turn this country into a direction of democracy the way I learned in America.
Did you have any contact with American authorities before to say yes to be Federal Prime Minister?
One of my conditions to come was to receive approval of American government to come to Yugoslavia, since Yugoslavia is under President Bush order for sanctions. So every American citizen who would come here as Prime Minister, of course, would be violating the order of President. Since I believe that I'm a good American citizen, I would never do that. So I asked for approval, and the government was nice enough to give me approval. However, I want to make sure that you understand that I did not get endorsement nor support of American government. But I think it is very, very important to me that they did give me approval, because by giving me approval, they gave chance to peace.
You were in the States. You are a millionaire. You were very good there. There is not a big risk to come here for you.
It is. I am a businessman, and in life in general, philosophically, there is always a risk. But if the return, which I could make, if I succeed, it's so great that the risk is really minimal.
What will be your first step? Are you trying to make an arrangement with the opposition?
No, my truly first step in Yugoslavia is to talk as loud as I can about the peace and disgrace of people in my country being killed by each other, the family against family, Muslim against Serb, many of them married together, Croats against Serb. And I don't believe in killing, period. I don't believe in capital punishment. So I am even called a very tough dove. But I think the most important on my agenda is to stop the war and put these people of various groups, ethnic, religious, and others, together to live as brothers and sisters, as neighbors, and think more about what they can do more for their children and grandchildren than which territory they are going to take.
Yeah. And finally, what can you do to stop the war in Bosnia-Herzegovina?
I will talk very loud. I will be working, I hope to work with the people which made some progress in peace in other areas, Mr. Cyrus Vance, former Secretary of the United States, and Lord Carrington, both very determined for peace. I will join their group. I hope they take me in their team, and I will be the voice of Yugoslav. I will be the voice of peace, not voice of fight. I want peace, and that will be from now on the policy and the voice of Yugoslavs.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Panic, and good luck.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay.
Did I say it right?
Yep.
Okay. We got it. This is so important to us. You know, the CNN did contact me. They are in Yeah, do they know you're doing? Because I told her I'll work with
Ingrid.
Ingrid.
Yeah. No, I saw her today in the office.
Please tell her that.
Absolutely. No, she knows about this. I talked to her about this.
So she knows? Because she asked me, please.
He's obviously more important than I am. In terms of the picture.
Okay.
Well.
And then Milan, don't forget to go look back to the camera.
Yes, I did.
Well, yeah. Look at camera 3 rather than
This one to the right?
Yeah.
No.
That one.
No, it's not. If you look straight at the lens.
Okay.
I prefer if you look. I prefer if you look at the secondary.
Okay.
Okay, then look. No, then look in camera 3.
Camera 3.
That one.
For me, it's better. For me, it's better.
For him, it's better. Okay.
Thank you. Really.
So straight to camera 3.
Okay. Camera 3 is left, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Right, Mr. Panic, as I'm sure you're aware, the G7, the group of 7 countries, is meeting in Munich at the moment, and they are actually in the process of debating possible military intervention in what was Yugoslavia. I was wondering, what is your reaction to that debate, the fact that they're talking about this right now?
I would hope that all leaders of the world which are concentrating on issues of Yugoslavia or former Yugoslavia, Bosnia and Herzegovina, do give me a chance of at least 100 days before the escalation of the fighting occurs. I am the voice of peace from Yugoslavia, and I want to ask them to do nothing to increase the fighting, but to do everything to help me put the peace. And if they do that, I am certain that this can be done.
Indeed, the WIRES agencies are reporting at the moment that you have already sent a letter to the CSE asking for this 100 days. Is that true? Have you done that?
I think that I should not discuss today.
You should not discuss.
No, I think there are things which, and responses and these things should not. No, I have no comment on that. But message is through you a peace. And I will need 100 days to make attempt to put the peace. And as you can see, I am American trained businessman. We are pretty determined people when it comes to something like this, and I'm going to use all my American experience to stop that fighting. Some of them may not be very political or diplomatic, but I hope that they stop.
Well, this is.
I believe in demilitarizing totally the area. I think the whole, if I am to propose how to stop fighting, all weapons from Bosnia should be removed. And I believe that if the group of 7 can assist me in removing the weapons, then possibly convince Bosnians, regardless if they're Serb, Croats, or Muslims, to never have the army, but to use all the resources, like Japanese did, to build their country without expenses for weapons. The greatest ecological problem of this world is weapons. I'm going to get the ecology group to start moving against weapons. This is ecological problem, not smoking.
But do you think that within 100 days it's possible to stop what is going on in?
I said, give me a chance of 100 days. I just started 3 days ago. I'm not even yet prime minister, but I am a voice of peace.
Mm-hmm. So you think that? I mean, what do you think you can do to demilitarize the area? How are you going to go about taking all these weapons from people that seem quite willing to use them?
I truly believe that Bosnians, Muslims, and Croatians, the true people, do not like killing or they don't like this war. No father who lost his child believes that it was worth it losing it. There are no today in 20th century idea worth it dying. This is passé. This is French Revolution, maybe. Today, no more killing.
But what will you do if, hypothetically speaking, the G7 or the CSE or somebody actually approves some form of military intervention in Bosnia? What would then be your response?
I would pray that the less people die. I would pray that their decision brings faster peace than one which I have in mind.
Do you think that's the case, or you think it would bring?
I don't believe in military action against anybody. If I preach the peace, how could I then endorse a military action against anybody? I want them to stop military action, not to bring more forces into. If there are no weapons in the world, it couldn't be wars. Then we would be playing soccer and fighting, and maybe boxing by worst.
And
or maybe we can do some swimming and bicycling and other sports.
table tennis.
Yeah.
Do you think that? Do you think that it's possible that? If they send people in, why do you think that there's so much killing going on at the moment? If as you say, the people don't want to be killing, who is doing the fighting at the moment?
I truly believe that they're all responsible for fighting. I mean, these three groups. I don't think it's only one or two. I think that Serbs are just as responsible as Muslims, and Muslims just responsible as Croats. I think that we should forget who is responsible. I think we should start from scratch and say, regardless who is doing it, it has to stop. And we have to find the system. And how would we check who is shooting? And I proposed already of the CAF 1, saying that the United Nations forces should be part of the general stabs of all of those fellows which are fighting, and they will see who is giving orders for fighting. Because we don't know who is fighting, and there is so much speculation who wants the fight and who doesn't. For instance, they said Serbs really don't need to fight anymore. I don't know if this is accurate, but it is conceivable. So I think that we should forget who is fighting or the reasons for it. We just should go for everybody stopping the fight. And that, if we succeed, it will be tremendous for people of Bosnia, more than for world.
And one last question. What do you think will be your next move with regards to the CSE or the Group of 7 countries? Are you going to have any contact in the near future with the CSE or with the G7 or with the countries involved?
I will contact everybody in the world, whoever it is, who can help me put the peace and get this agony of these people away from here. And if I do that, my mission almost would be finished. But the second one, economy, is so easy, so that for me, compared to this.
That's easy, but is it the economy?
Compared to this.
Oh, of course. Okay, well, Mr. Panic, thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Okay. They announced already that I because they announced, but I don't think I should be announcing like letters.
No, of course
that's not nice.
It's all over AP and Tanya.
You know, is it already? Because it isn't good. Send a letter and then announce, and the poor guy now has to respond. I mean, this is not good.
Well, the thing is, it's the first question more or less said, which was the same anyway. But the first question.
100 days, yes. Actually, that's the okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Doći će bre ljudi još. U cijelom gradu je sklopu. Nema veze, oni pričaju. Nikoga ne bi zaposlili. Gledaj po televiziji.
Počnemo. Prvo, dobar dan. Ja se zovem Aleksandar Ranić, student sam diplomatije na političkim naukama i član štaba studentskog protesta od naših akcij. Naravno, na kraju ćemo biti otvoreni za vaša pitanja. Na početku, moj kolega Goran Lapčević će pročitati saopštenje koje smo mi izradili povodom jučerašnje akcije, jučerašnjeg protestnog marša.
Naše saopštenje je upućeno Organizacioni odbor studentskog protesta 92 je uputio jedno saopštenje Narodnoj skupštini Republike Srbije. U ime Organizacionog odbora studentskog protesta 92 smatramo da bi državni organi Srbije trebalo da upoznaju javnost ove Republike sa činjenicom da građanima nije dozvoljen prolaz Tolstojevom ulicom na Dedinju. Studenti i profesori Beogradskog univerziteta, kao i građani koji su im se pridružili u Maršu mira, dana 7. jula 1992. godine, mogli su da se u to uvere. Kolona studenta je na svom putu ka Dedinju neometano prošla kroz najveći centar grada, preko Terazija i ulice Kneza Miloša. Kada su došli do Tolstojeve ulice, dočekao ih je živi zid koji su formirali pripadnici MUP-a Srbije. Ovaj kordon je zatvorio ulicu celom njenom širinom, tako
Popričamo se u 14 sati sutra ispred rektorata i taj naš protest će trajati do 20 sati. Vjerovatno i nećemo za
Ima u kome sam i sam učestvovao, ali sam se na vreme pokajao i video istinu. Ja bih želeo da vas pitam nešto. Sinoć sam krenuo na Dedinje, videći na televiziju 9 časova od kuće, mnogo komšije je vidjelo da sam bio malo uznemiren.
I biti spremne da u roku 24 sata ponovo sazovemo i protest i krenu u Gajnac.
U mene je tu bilo 1% studenta koje je bio vidjeli.